and muscle boss maniac. The pistons pound, the lights are bright, a real mean machine. Road Rippers.
Hey you guys, it's Xbell123, the Road Rippers Expert 2.0 here. I have another custom for you guys, as you guys can see by the title, and for the vehicle that was just shown in the pictures. One day, I was at Ross, and I was thinking to myself, what if I could make a custom Road Rippers Lamborghini? Because, you know, obviously, in the Road Rippers series, they have the Gallardo in the Rev and Race series. I began looking on eBay for models of the Countach. I decided to look for those old Toy State RCs on there. I found a Countach for cheap, and it was like missing the controller and stuff. So I ordered that on the 3rd of May. And then I ordered something else. But before I get to that, I will get to what I had planned for it at first. So while I was at Ross, I decided to go to the, you know, the toy aisle. Using that word loosely, but yeah, I decided to go there to look for, you know, a board donor. Now at first I was thinking of using a Color Crashers board, but then that may have not worked out too well. And then I got the idea of using another Glow Racer, because, you know, max action, more like minimum action, am I right? So yeah, I decided to use like a max action vehicle, the Glow Racer, or Spark Racer as it's called. I think it's a supercar one, the one I used to have and stuff, but it has a different board in it. I was gonna use that, but then when I got home and opened it up and stuff, it was working fine in packaging, right? I tried turning it into the freaking play mode. It worked and stuff. So yeah, and then the switch decides to just like not work. So it was stuck in Try Me, and there was nothing I could do to fix that either. Granted, yes, I could have swapped out the switch, but I didn't have a 3-way switch on hand at all. I did not flex soldering on that dang board. So what did I do? I returned it. But before I returned it, I decided to open it up just to look around on the inside and stuff, and I was fiddling around with the switch to see if I can get it to work one more time, and I did. So, you know what I did? I grabbed my speaker mounted it. So here's the audio it would have had. That's the audio it would have had for the music and stuff. The driving sound and the other sounds were pretty much the same crap. Although it would have had a way better dance pattern. After that, put it back in its box, resecured it, returned it, got my freaking money back. And then I looked on eBay for Glow Racers and stuff. And I decided to get that white car. Simply because the song on it is catchy as heck. Not that the other Glow Racer song wasn't catchy as heck. Don't get me wrong on that. That song is catchy as well. So yeah, I decided to get that. I ordered that on the 5th of May. And that came first. And then came the Countach. So in case you do not know how the song for the white one sounds, I have a video of it before I took out the board and everything. So here's that. And then when the Countach came, it was obviously dusty as heck. Yeah, very dusty and just So I wiped it off and stuff like that. Took it all the way apart and stuff. wiped out every part possible on the thing, and I mean every part. I took this thing, like, I stripped it down pretty much and stuff. Took out the windshield, the interior, and everything else that could be removed and stuff. As you guys can see on the screen, there's a picture of it right now. I have like 2 clips of me opening it up and inspecting the inside before cleaning it. So yeah, here's those. Okay, so I opened it up and here's what it looks like. I'm gonna clean the inside of the body as well, along with the interior and stuff, and the chassis as well. But yeah, look how the previous owner probably went inside this thing and just like cut everything and probably like loosened up the freaking, took out the freaking scroll. It was like, and I'm not gonna bother like trying to like save the freaking wiring on here because I already know it's probably old as shit. This thing is like, yeah. So, you're probably thinking to yourself, why are you modifying something this old? Well, I have a vision and I'm going to complete that vision for this Lamborghini. So yeah, there was that. I took out the steering gearbox and I glued the steering bracket into place so that way the wheels will not flop around and stuff when it's trying to drive with the other board in it. Now into the actual build of the car. So, I ran into like a few problems along the way when trying to make this custom. Majority being the gearbox area. Some of the gearboxes I used with some specific motors in them kept making the vehicle crash and shut off during the song. So yeah, every time I would try and activate the song, it would do it for a second and then just shut off, which was not good. I tried putting resistors on it, did not help. Capacitors too, none of that helped at all, which is very odd considering the fact that that stuff usually helps a ton. So what I do, I just had to freaking just swap motors out and stuff and see what the heck works, because I apparently was not liking any of them at all. So yeah, I have clips of those as well, so here they are. So I literally had to take the gearbox out of my California Vet, right? Because this gearbox, it was loud as heck and it didn't want to work, of course. So I used the gearbox from it. But the thing is that I had to take out the original motor because it was overvolting the board to where it kept on shutting off during the song. So yeah, now it fully runs. And then here are a few pictures of like when I was doing the inside of the body as well. Hey yo, here is the taillight assembly before I detailed the lenses. Now some vehicles in real life have clear taillight lenses like that to where there's no red color in them at all. They're called Altezza lights. Like yeah, they may have looked cool, but on this vehicle, nah. Just didn't fit. And then here are the lights after the detailing. Looks way better and accurate, right? Then here's the interior of the vehicle. While I was detailing the gauges on the dashboard, I actually had to make lenses out of hot glue. So yeah, it works. I mean, it looks really good and stuff. They're functional, they're transparent, so it works. And then after that, I had to go over them with like some yellow semi-transparent glow-in-the-dark nail polish to make it have like a little tint to the color as well. So yeah, because at first it was just bare chrome in the gauges and stuff. So yeah, compare that to bare chrome. Which one would you prefer? Oh, I know, it may look horrifying, but here's the inside of the other portion of the body where the board is located. The board is located above the seat area, and I had to hide the rest of the wires behind the seats. So as you can imagine, that was kind of hard to do. I had to drill holes near the backs of the seats to lead the wires down to the body and, you know, the rest. But that's what it looks like. Kind of horrifying, and yeah. And if you guys are wondering where did I put the speaker, well, if you guys paid attention to some of the clips of me messing around with the gearbox and that other clip earlier, it's located in the ventilation system where the engine would be on the actual vehicle, just like how it is on the Gallardo. Also, as for the lights, originally I had them connected to the motor and stuff, and yeah, I just didn't like how it looked and stuff, and like So I just connect them to the speaker, and yeah, it looks perfect now. Great for pictures too, because it stays solid somewhat. So there is that explanation, kind of my shortest one yet. So without further ado, here's the vehicle and enjoy.
Can you move it like this?
I can shake it like that.
Can you move it like this?
I can shake it like that.
I can't be your Superman. Can't be your Superman. Can't be your Superman. Your Superman. Your Superman.